on.
Let's go. It's your channel.
Welcome to Fire Emblem, the first one they ever brought to America. I think it was game number 7.
Yeah, that actually sounds right. I don't remember its original name though.
Sword of Seals was the one before this. I think this was Sword of Fire.
Yeah, Rekka no Ken.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was it.
Sword of Flame.
So yeah, I mean, obviously it's the first one me or Mike played, and probably most of you have ever played. After the success of Smash Brothers,
Yep.
or Melee, I should say. Okay, well, here's the first thing. We're not going to be named Mark because that's lame. I'm sorry, any Marks you may know.
Every Mark I've ever known was lame.
Yeah, sorry. Except for Mark Hamill, good guy.
I don't know him, so he gets
I don't
passed.
know him. That's true. It's true. I can't say I know him. So we'll have to figure this out. Fire Emblem's one of the only games where I always used to just name the character Chris. The only other game series I ever did that for was Suikoden. But obviously we're not doing that here, so what should we name him?
Well, I always use Kobe, so we can skip that this time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to tell me before I enter Turt Snacko.
We have room for that? Because if we have room for that,
I don't think we do.
it's like 6
No,
letters or something.
Yeah, it's not even going to be close. Still leave one. There you go.
Well, turn fits.
Turt. Hello, my name is Turt. Doesn't have to be like a literal name, right?
Nah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Does that work?
That works with me.
Good for you. He's anything we want him to be now.
What up, CM Dubs?
Except for this. CM Dubs. What birthday do we want? This is irrelevant, isn't it?
It affects something. I don't remember what, though. It's
Oh.
like a...
Jerica, what month were you born in?
March.
March? Bada bing. Yeah, of course we're due, though.
If the mic picks her up, I'll be amazed.
It probably won't. I'll be amazed if it picks us up. We'll probably be that unlucky.
I tested it with Jericho earlier.
Oh,
It's picking us up.
alright, prologue. This is apparently a classic Fire Emblem trope, or is it just happened twice? The being found in the middle of a field trope?
I bet it's a trope.
Good job. Yeah, I'm a master tactician, but I don't know how to feed myself.
How do I know she's not the one that knocked us out?
She's like, I'm awful lonely out here in this cabin.
All this stuff I
Stay
have
a
in my
while
shirt.
and listen. Meanwhile, you're like tied in the bed and she's got like a sledgehammer out. Have you ever seen the movie Misery?
Yeah, CMW is actually an
Yeah, I was
outsounding
gonna
name.
say, like, for once, usually it's just like, excuse me, Chris?
In a game with, Kent
Yeah,
and Lynn, which are also names of Chris we hear.
and the default name is Mark. And I feel like Chris or Mike would not be unusual names. Kobe maybe, but
Yeah.
she's a straight up plainswoman, so I'm sure she's got some names like that.
What was that noise? Oh, that's you talking. Sorry.
Yeah, she says, she just looks at us like, excuse me, we're trying to have a story here. Oh, yep.
Yep, you can fuck out.
We gotta run. The Burn Mountains. The Bairn?
Yeah.
I have to stop them.
Seems like
Not
the-
yet.
The audio delay on the speakers is still there. Last
Right.
time I recorded through the speakers, it had a delay. It wasn't delayed on the recording. It was delayed here.
Maybe we can adjust the options
Mm,
in game.
When I recorded through the headset, it wasn't delayed at all.
Oh, if you want to help, use your advice. Sure. You're blue, they're red. I'm irrelevant.
This game does not yet have playable strategists.
That was literally just Awakening,
Yeah.
which is a great idea.
and get in engage with the combat a little more.
Alright. I'm just curious what we can. Fast. Max.
Definitely max the speed on text.
That's probably fine.
Yeah.
Hope that worked. Hope that saved.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. In case you guys didn't know, in Fire Emblem, there's a grid. You move on it. Yeah. Done.
It's for all the 6-year-olds that like this game, I guess.
When this game first came out, I actually did have a pretty good grasp of what I was doing with it. Only because I had played so many of the Super Nintendo Gundam turn-based games, which are very similar to this.
Yep.
No, come on.
I was coming into this straight off of Advance Wars. This is in many ways harder and in some ways easier than Advance Wars.
Yeah, this requires, I guess, a little bit more dynamic planning. Advance Wars is really about just knowing when and where to be. Listen. You don't even have a face. Yeah, you gotta use a Volinary, which is this is like the only game series ever that uses a term like Volinary for.
I've never seen Vulnerary anywhere else in my life.
Apparently, I'm only allowed to move there. I guess it's just out of that guy's range, probably.
Yeah.
Ah.
Da-da-da-da! You got health.
Thank you. I guess I like threw a potion at her or some shit. But let me apply this Volinary for you.
I'm awfully familiar if he's picking me off the dirt.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm Mike, sometimes I'm Chris.
I guess the Planeswalker?
That is the beast. Hey, listen.
Rude.
Oh no. I'm gonna lose. Unless it's scripted.
Wouldn't that be a break for this guy?
Yeah.
You'll want this guy.
Yeah, he's standing on a fortress, I guess. Heals a little bit every turn.
Bam.
Yeah, that's pretty baller.
How did you Tsubame guy shade me?
That delay though.
Yeah.
Ow. That's a level up. Yeah, whenever you level up in Fire Emblem, you don't get to choose what your stats are, but there's like likely growth paths. Certain classes, characters are more likely to get bonuses than others, but you can still have a level up where you get like +1 HP and that's it. And that's a bummer.
Sorry, Lynn, this isn't Radiant Dawn. You can't solo the whole game.
No. Lord, no.
I can, but you're not outside.
I never played the GameCube ones. Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, I guess.
I played some of Path of Radiance. It's the only like solo run because there's a very particular guide for it, so I didn't finish it.
Yesterday must have took a lot out of you. Yeah, I stood there and rubbed the lotion on your skin.
Yeah, you could see that, but you know, I don't know anything about it.
Permission? What? How old am I?
Is it okay with your mommy if you go out? Well, she admits it. It's been on for so long.
Even a passed out hobo will do.
Her hair's green, my skin's green. It works out.
Listen, our skin is not green. We just wear green.
It's Stuart's bow. So this is the next day.
Yep.
Apparently I just like passed out again on the fields because that's what I do. Am I done now? Powering off. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you'll do it. You'll be great.
Do it, CMW.
Yeah, we gotta save, yo, because we're not using any trickery yet. This is a pretty hard game once you get going. I mean, it's not too bad during Lindis's chapter, but it gets pretty hard later on.
I was like 2 chapters from the end on multiple occasions. I never quite was able to finish it. That's only because I am anal and I don't let anyone die. So if I lose someone on a chapter, I go back and do it again. And I just stalled because I couldn't get through those last couple chapters without losing anybody.
Yeah, some of the optional characters are really, really hard to get. I don't know if it's... Yeah, hi. I don't know if it's so bad that it comes down to RNG or if it's just could have done things better, but yeah, there's some of them where it's really ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a point, buddy. Oh gosh.
That's the worst kind of guy.
Does this work on anyone but whores? My boon companion.
Are you trying to pick me up?
Well,
It won't work. Never loved you. I've never secretly loved you the whole time.
I hate men with headbands.
He's just like, imagine him smacking him inside the head. You're blocking the road. Just get the fuck out of my way.
I suspect she might be a man. Wait, no.
I mean, we were gonna run anyway.
Things I do for love.
You know, it's funny. Fire Emblem is one of those games that's like actually pretty dark, without ever like necessarily presenting itself as being dark.
Yeah. Once I played it all, had that kind of undertone. It's only really there if you're looking for it, but it's good.
Yeah, like the main stories, they tend to focus on the heroics, the fight for your friends, but you actually look at what's going on in the world, it's usually pretty crap.
Yeah. But you'll get no sympathy from this world.
Especially if any of you have played Fire Emblem Awakening, there's some pretty terrible stuff that's happened to both Pan and implied to have happened to Naui, the little dragon girl.
Yeah. My companion is a stain. Is this acceptable?
Yes, whatever. Let me do a thing.
Oh yeah, we are ordered to do the wrong thing first.
You don't have a choice. Pat? Okay. Yeah. Alright.
That's my arm.
I like their overworld little sprite.
Yeah.
You'll see what I mean in a second. Oh, Jesus.
That's so out of character. I forgot to buy a sword. You didn't always have one. You're a knight. You have a horse and armor, and you never bought a sword.
Maybe he just decided to be a knight.
I don't know, man. I don't think you could just decide to be a knight and then like it just happens.
Come on, make up for my blunder. It's I don't know.
Have we made a mistake? Those sprites, I like those. Just like,
Yeah.
still a wet blanket. And with the lance, right? He kind of does the same thing with the lance. He's like, what? Why? Why did I do this? What dark hand of fate could tell me to such an action?
Now we'll make Lynn do all the killing. Because we're knights and she's not.
Miss. Because we're in trees, I guess.
And he's somehow not, but we're fighting each other.
Yeah, he's just like right on the edge of the board, like. You have a sword now? Did he automatically get a sword, or is like can't have to trade him one?
I don't know.
Oh, now we get to see him fuck up twice. Is that bandit in the woods?
I can't actually tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Here he goes.
Yeah, he just a sword dropped out of the sky. There was no one next to him when he got that sword.
Yeah, they made you fucking like carry that shit. Wait, whatever. Sword time. Dope.
This always happens the same when I play this game.
Well, it's scripted.
I mean, even later on, Ken
Oh.
always has better luck with hits.
Look closely. The enemy is hidden in the woods. Wow, how did I not notice that?
Wouldn't that make it easier for us because the other guy has to like get around the roots and the bushes, and we just
Well, Sane's on a horse, so it should be harder, but it's a little bit of an abstraction. Yeah. Ah.
Ken talks too much.
Yeah, come on, guys. We don't really care what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't wait till these are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That delay, bro.
I will definitely have to check the recording. Make sure it's not there.
Yeah, hopefully it just sounds like we're crazy now. I know, I was gonna go anyway.
Good luck, bro.
Yay!
You don't have the luck, bro.
You're not fast enough for 2 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, knight characters.
What? I'm bleeding out? Oh dear. Same. 3 times. 3 times in the same mission. What a clown.
Yep. Oh my goodness!
Try to give him the 2. He does deserve the 3.
Oh, don't worry. I was already way ahead of you on that.
You're done.
You're done, son.
Is that it? Is that it? Are we done? Yes!
We can act on our own once more. Attack.
I'm not saying. No, you can't. All you knights look the same to me.
I recall,
I don't know if it was just perceptions back when I didn't necessarily know any better. But I seem to recall
knights not being that great in this game. Like, I always liked the swordsman,
Yeah.
especially the Lynn type characters better.
And the main thing with the knights is their versatility. Because they can move so far and use multiple weapon types. If
Right.
you're just going for a kill if you got the swordsman.
Right. I feel like later on in the game, there's like a ton of like hindering terrain
Yeah.
that kind of decreases the swordsman's boon.
Definitely.
Now here's a question, and I know in Fire Emblem Awakening, 2 units next to each other aid one another, and kind of buff each other's stats.
I don't think they do in this game.
It doesn't seem to be happening. Give me a crit. Oh, good girl.
Yeah.
and that's why Lynn is awesome.
That's not even with the Monikati.
Yeah, man. She's just rocking.
Oh my god. Is that a made up name? Could be many cuts, many cutty.
No, it's trash. It's not.
Sounds like Indian or something, and I hope it is, because many cutty is super lame.
Many teddy. I think you can put them on top of each other, like that garrisoning ability.
Hmm.
This guy just not gonna move.
Nope. He's boss unit, bro.
Alright, fuck, whatever. Tally ho!
Thank him.
Give us another crit, Lynn. Come on.
Oh,
Okay. She's actually in a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Should have sent in the idiots first. That's alright. We'll get it done.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Nice.
How has it come to this?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, rescue.
There we go.
Whoop! Ah!
And of course, it was Sane that came to her rescue.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that too hard. Can't believe I gave all that experience to one of these knighties.
This is also not at all. Wow. See, there's that lamer level up I told you can get.
But it's also much harder in this game because I don't think there's any reliable way to grind levels. There's some battle arenas, but those are super dangerous.
Yep. There's no good point at which you can just stop and level up. And even when you use like level up cheats, it only affects like half of your party.
Right. Do we have a timer running?
Yeah.
We should start that.
We can do that.
Timers are good. Once we're done with this cutscene, we should end this episode here because it's probably been 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
We all speed read. Whatever. Yeah. You might be the daughter of a guy.
They have the pause button, so they're fun.
Blah, blah. Lord Lundgren. What a name.
And if they're related to Dolph.
Yeah. If it's Dolph Lundgren, I'm out of this.
No way.
Turn it around, we're going home.
You want me to decide?
Right, because you hit me in the head and destroyed my ability to make choices. Unless it's in battle, then I must survive.
Yeah. Let's see. Choose between traveling with a attractive swordswoman and knights and food, or travel alone without any of those other things, especially food, and end up in another field. I don't actually have a choice at all.
Luck out this time. It's a attractive, pleasant woman, but next time you're in a field, it's probably not going to
No. If a woman at all.
be.
At this altar, Lynn's hand is directed to a grand inheritance. Yep. All right. Bye. Done. Just fade to black.